Anonymous asks, when, if ever, do you think it is appropriate to voice disagreement against the way someone is parenting their child? Presumably, there are situations where one sees bad parenting and doesn't want their silence to be interpreted as sanction. Yeah, so if it would be sanction, then you should speak up. That's basically the criteria. Um, like, if you're hanging out with your friend and they're being mean to their kid, you ought to speak up. You have to say you don't agree, and the kid has to hear it. You can't just say it privately to the parent, or from the kid's perspective, you're on the parent's side presenting a united front. However, if you just see strangers at the park and they're not even talking to you, then you can just leave it alone just because you overhear something. It's not your problem. But if those strangers at the park involve you in some way, like they're giving their kid orders about he has to say sorry to you because he made noise in your vicinity or something, then you are in danger of being drawn into it where the kid sees you as agreeing with his parents, and that is preferable to avoid. So it's good to say things like, oh, don't worry about it, it's fine, he's not bothering me, stuff like that, which is not very confrontational. It's not that hard to say, and it helps the kid have a better sense of reality because he knows your actual opinion. He knows like his parent is being unreasonable rather than his parent actually being right about what strangers think and want. So you have to think about whether you're involved, and most involvement has some voluntary element. Like you chose to go to a park where there are parents and children, or you chose to spend time with a friend and be friends with a person who has a kid. And so you're exposing yourself to parenting behavior and putting yourself in a situation where you're involved with it, which makes you have to speak up more. And that can be a problem. A lot of people don't like criticism of their parenting, so it can be hard to be friends with a bad parent. If you think someone is a bad parent, they're not going to like that. They don't want that kind of friend. But you shouldn't just constantly lie to them for years in order to be friends with them. You should find people who share your values more, who you get along with better.